We have travel training targets which are part of independent living, which is part of the preparing for adulthood. So we have a whole range of targets which are appropriate for all learners in the school. They might range from something small such as being aware of how to cross the road safely to something which is a lot more challenging, for example using public transport in order to access a place of work or a place of leisure within the community. So our learners, they might have greater barriers to accessing public transport or accessing being out and about. Issues might make it more challenging for them. And obviously what we want to prevent is that becoming a barrier to them accessing the community, accessing places of work. So it's really important that we support them in being able to do those things so that they can access life in the same way that everyone else is able to access, meeting friends at the swimming baths or going to work or going to the shops. We don't want our learners to be excluded from those everyday things that some other people might take for granted because of their additional needs, their unique profile. So as a school we want to support them with that. So we have some really young learners, so from age 4, and just their travel training might even begin with being out on the minibus and accessing places in the community with their staff. So the travel training begins right from our youngest learners to learners who might be 16, 17, wanting to access community independently. So no matter what age or stage the learners are at, we can support them with their travel training. A learner in our class who was very unaware of his surroundings and safety, so just crossing the road without looking, and potentially because of sort of spatial awareness, not being aware of where to walk on the pavement, and just through regular travel training, that opportunity to be out and about with staff members is now stop at zebra crossings, looking both ways, pushing the button for the green man, walking, sensibly, not to the edge of the curb, but on the inside of the pavement, much more able to access things in a safe way. So that might be, just going to his corner shop, just having the confidence that he's now able to do that with more awareness than he was before. And if we hadn't done that as part of our curriculum, then it might be that he still wouldn't be safe enough to go out and about on his own or with a friend. Just how difficult it is, and just how many issues, it's not just one small thing, it could be, sensory issues, it could be anxiety, it could be issues with not being able to tell the time, so many things, and they're compounded to make a much bigger issue, and I suppose I just want people to understand how limiting it can be, and to put themselves in the shoes of the learners and think about how they would feel if their options in life were limited, and just to show that understanding and that empathy.